Snoop Dogg just revealing he smokes weed with his teenage son. That's right. Snoop is defending the high times he enjoys with his 18-year-old son, who records under the name Spanky Danky. Now, Spanky Danky recently tweeted a pic of himself lighting his dad's huge 2-foot bong. Well, today, Snoop, a known pot aficionado, of course, tells The Hollywood Reporter that, you know what, he's just passed along what he knows to his son, like any good father. What better way to learn than from the master? My kids can do whatever the hell they want. For me to say otherwise would be hypocritical. Me and my son is mellow. I'm his father, so I want to show him the proper way because he looks up to me. All right, a father teaching his son the proper way to smoke up. What does that remind me of?
Who taught you how to do this stuff?
You, all right? I learned it by watching you.
Well, there you go. You remember that anti-drug PSA? That was back in the 90s. A son learning about pot from his dad was seen as a bad thing back then. Oh, I guess things have changed a bit. Here in New York, Inside Edition correspondent Megan Alexander is with us tonight. In Hollywood, legendary Hollywood agent Sam Haskell. Sam is the author of this terrific best-selling book, Promises I Made My Mother. And I'm guessing one of those promises was not to smoke pot with my mother. But let's move on to Snoop Dogg, who's saying it is his parental duty to share his love of weed with his son. And to do otherwise would be hypocritical. Megan, does Snoop have a good point, or do you think he's smoking something?
AJ, what do you think? I think the headline here is great rapper, lousy father. I'm sure we don't want to get into a huge debate here on why we should or should not legalize marijuana, but I mean, countless examples here that it impairs judgment, slows your decision making, lowers your IQ, hinders brain development in teenagers. I'm not sure where Snoop is going here in terms of just a father caring for their son and wanting the best for them. But I'm not going to take him too seriously because I think that's the best way to react to this ridiculous statement that he made.
It is Snoop Dogg after all. And you have a very, very young child, still years before you'll have to do with this, Megan. Sam, on the other hand, you are a parent of adult children. I need to get your take on Snoop smoking weed with his 18-year-old son.
Well, as the father of a 23-year-old daughter and a 24-year-old son, I can tell you that I have never smoked weed with my children. I think that it's a terrible example, and I realize that he's trying to cover it by saying I can't be hypocritical because of the lifestyle I lead. But maybe Snoop should consider changing his lifestyle and setting a better example for his 18-year-old son. I think he's wrong with this, and I don't think it should be given any more attention than it already has.